Good morning, hello, and welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by other historians, but mainly things we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the Smart Device application, Today in History, What Happened Today in History, Historical Calendar, and the website onthisday.com. For links to the sources, the music done by Carrera, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am Eozander, and today I am joined by...
The Slayer.
And Proto-Blood.
Yep, and we might have the Golden Loon in a little bit. He's actually getting his haircut right now. Anyway, today is Moon's Day, also known as Monday, January 9th, 2023. So, who wants to go first here in 475?
Okay, since nobody wants to go, I go first.
I don't know what happened. I heard a weird beep, and then your volume was really low.
Oh, sorry, I switched to headset.
Ah, okay.
You can hear me fine, I hope?
Can you increase your outbound or something?
Can I what?
Increase your outbound.
Oh yeah, one moment.
Yeah. While he's fixing that, sorry folks, I'm going to take 475 here. The Byzantine Emperor Zeno was forced to flee his capital at Constantinople. So I don't know what was going on, but the Roman Empire was falling, the eastern one at least. Why do you look so intense?
I don't know.
Like the entire time it's just like this energy, focus. Like, God, if you concentrate any harder, you're gonna turn into orange juice. Oh my God, you have some orange juice! Holy crap! Oh my God! Did you know I was gonna reply to like that?
I knew you were. That's why I was focusing on. That's why I focused on the camera.
I hope you choke on that.
Oh yeah, it was planned.
Like you choked on that egg.
It was planned 30 seconds in advance.
My goodness.
I planned it when I was making breakfast.
Man, you are having a healthy breakfast today. You know, you got some eggs, you got some toast. What is that? Boysenberry jam? Strawberry?
Nutella.
Oh, Nutella. Okay, well that's not healthy, but you have orange juice. You know, that's good. So
Nutella's healthy.
Nutella contains Monsanto GMOs. You buy that, some of that money goes to Bill Gates. Anyway, we have 1431. Judges' investigations for the trial of Joan of Arc began in Rouen, France, the seat of the English occupation government. So remember, we spoke about her getting handed over to some priest or whatever yesterday. So this is when her actual trial began. Then, 1493, the first recorded sight of manatees occurred, specifically by Christopher Columbus. So, that's pretty cool. We don't talk about the sea cows that often on this show. Actually, I think that's the first time.
What was he doing down south?
1 year ago.
I knew he was in the Caribbean, but what was he doing farther south than that?
Well,
that's my question. What was he doing?
Well, actually, let's see here. Map of Columbus voyages. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's check this out here. Click that.
Oh, that explains. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, these are all
he was
voyages,
he was in... Let's say, yeah, he went, clear down into Venezuela.
Is that
wait, that might be the... Wait, I don't think... Maybe not.
I think Venezuela is on the west coast.
Might be.
But, yeah, hold on a second.
I'll check.
Map of South Africa, America.
Oh, no, yeah, it wasn't... I didn't mean Venezuela.
Well, no, I want to see, where the countries are at.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah,
it was Venezuela, so I stand corrected.
Okay,
I
yeah.
apologize.
Hey!
No,
right. You're good. I wasn't even sure. I was like, is it?
I was confusing Peru.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was right on.
Okay, well, I was wrong. Look at you, man. Damn.
I just took a swing in the dark. I wasn't even. I forgot where Venezuela was. I was like, wait.
Apparently, so did I. So.
Isn't it right next to Brazil? Or not Brazil? Yeah, Portugal. Or
Portugal. There's Colombia. There's Venezuela.
Yeah.
Guinea, Suriname, There's Ecuador. Where's Portugal? Where's the Portugal's?
We're not. I didn't mean Portugal. I meant Portugal 2.0, aka Brazil.
Oh, Brazil. Yeah, no, they're just north of Brazil. Brazil's the big one.
Yeah, no, I meant Portugal 2.0.
Ah, okay. Damn, look at you, like, with your advanced knowledge, even when you're wrong, you're right.
Yes.
Anyway, do you want us to take a turn here, 1580? Somebody.
Okay.
Go for it, Blob.
In 1580, Francis Drake's ship, the Golden Hind, strikes a reef off the coast of Celebes Islands, slips off the next day and sails onward to Java, then round the Cape of Good Hope and back to Plymouth in England.
Okay, so it sounds like they didn't sustain too much injury to their vessel. They hit a reef that could have, like, stranded them, could have screwed their boat up. So.
Anyway, in 1788, Connecticut becomes the 5th state to ratify the U.S. Constitution.
Ah, Connecticut.
Sweet.
I had a friend who lives in Connecticut. Yeah.
And in 1799, British Prime Minister William Pitt the Younger introduces income tax to raise funds for the war against Napoleon.
Oh, here we go. Napoleonic Wars. So, and yeah, the British, that's actually how the Rothschilds came to be. Have you seen that video yet, Doom Guy, the Fall of the American Dream or whatever? That goes into, the taxation and the IRS and the Federal Reserve and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
They got their power because first off, they were funding both sides of the war. Number one, and number two, their messenger horseman guy made it to Britain before Britons did, and then the Britain of course won the Battle of Waterloo, but the Rothschilds messenger guy said that they had lost. So and I don't want to get all into it, so let's move on up to 1806.
In 1806, Admiral Viscount Horatio Nelson receives a state funeral and is interred in St. Paul's Cathedral in London.
Oh man, Horatio Nelson, rest in peace, good sir. I know he was the British, but he was a really good sailor. He back in those days, you earned those badges, so, and the epaulets. Yeah. And that massive collar, so. Ooh, here we go.
In 1812, Swedish Pomerania, Germany, seized by Napoleon.
Ah. I remember reading about this last year. I'm going to be saying that a lot.
Yeah. In the year 1839, daguerreotype photo process announced at French Academy of Science.
Yep. And daguerreotype was the first publicly available photograph process. It was widely used during the 1840s and 50s. So, and just like last year, I'm going to put this link into the underbar. So, actually, I don't think I did last year because we weren't doing it live at this point. We were still doing pre-recordings and slight edits. So, we're going to move on to 1861. A Union merchant ship, the Star of the West, was fired upon as it tried to deliver supplies to Fort Sumter in Charleston Harbor, South Carolina. So, the very beginning throes of the Revolution. So, yep. Yeah.
Or that they tried to rebel and it didn't work.
We have a historic expedition in 1909. Ernest Shackleton, as part of the British Nimrod expedition, what a name, Nimrod, reached a record farthest south latitude, 88 degrees 23 feet south. So, but yeah, no, Nimrod. That's not a positive thing to call somebody. So, Mr. Blob, if you're back, I believe it's your turn now.
Alright, in 1916 the Ottoman Empire prevails in the Battle of Janakale as the last British troops evacuated. That was part of Gallipoli.
Yeah, the Gallipoli campaign, a massive failure for the Allies during the First World War. But the lessons learned from that were used among other trials and tribulations, throughout the conflicts and, leading up to 1944, the Normandy invasion, the D-Day landings, Like,
there's also a very good movie about Gallipoli.
There is. Like the one we watched with what's his face?
I don't know. It's an anti-war movie.
Oh, it might be a different one. Like, there's still a lot of movies I gotta see.
From the 1980s, I think.
Well, I do know because there's Gallipoli,
Yes.
1989, I believe. No, 1981. And this is the one with Mel Gibson.
That should be it.
So this is the same one?
Yes.
Well, I don't know, what constitutes the definition of an anti-war movie. I just saw it as, a film of, a young and impressionable teenager, signing up for glory and ended up, getting mowed down at the end. Sorry, spoiler alert, but it's been out since 81, so, you've had your time to see it. Anybody who hasn't seen it yet.
No reason it should even be a spoiler at this point.
Yeah, so. But yeah, maybe it is the same movie you're talking about, Blob. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But whatever the case, this one at least, is a good movie. I can say that for sure.
Yeah, Gallipoli is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it's the same one.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, let's move on up to 1927.
In 1927, Dmitri Shostakovich's Octet Opus 11 premieres in Moscow.
Cool.
Dmitri
Shostakovich. We talk about this guy all the time, almost every day.
Also in 1928, so 1 year later, Eugene O'Neill's play Marco Millions premieres in New York City.
Alright.
Sweet.
And I believe it's now Doom Guy's turn if he wants, unless he's still eating.
Yes. In case I'm still what?
Eating.
Oh no, I finished
Consumption of calories and
get
food.
swole.
Need to get swole.
Protein. In the year 1930, architectural firm Albert Kahn Associates becomes the consulting architects for all industrial construction in the Soviet Union.
Oh dang.
Oh, that was the Wrath of Khan.
Are you communist? Santa, are you communist?
Well, that is a monopoly right there, although they don't care about that in communist Russia, but still, they're relying everything on one guy. I mean, that's not working out for China that well,
Screw China.
Yeah, I agree.
In the year 1936, Noel Coward's stage drama Astonished Heart premieres in London.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, he looks like a serial killer.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
He
looks like he's about to start stabbing the shit out of people.
He looks like an angry Stephen Colbert, in his younger days.
Excuse my language earlier. He looks like he's about to stab the life out of everybody.
Oh my god.
He just gets a prison shake. Just dink.
He looks like a substitute teacher He looks like a substitute teacher who's had just about enough of your bullshit.
It's like Deadpool with Cell. It's like Deadpool around Cell. Just dink.
Well, what did this guy do?
In the year 1937, Maxwell Anderson's stage drama High Tor premieres in Martin Beck Theater. Nice. In Martin Beck Theater in Nice. Runs for 171 performances. Wins Drama Critics' Circle Award for Best Play.
Oh my god, you are something else. You're special.
I'm special.
Special education.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't know why we have viewers.
That was a meme my friend and I came up with. We were just messing around in class and we just went, I'm special.
Anyway.
Don't worry. Okay.
Yes, let's keep this going on. We're on a good roll here, guys. Let's keep it going.
Okay. Okay. In 1942, in his 20th title defense, Joe Louis Lewis, doesn't matter, KO's Buddy Bea in the first round of their rematch to retain his world heavyweight boxing title at New York's Madison Square Garden.
Nice. I'm gonna alter things a little bit here, so. Welcome to the show, Brett. How you doing? We are live on air, in case you do not know that. So, you're welcome to stay. You're welcome to participate. Yeah, you can read the announcements channel for the big announcement for, like, you know, most information that you should probably know. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna move on up into 1945 here. U.S. soldiers led by General Douglas MacArthur, one of the greatest generals ever, invaded the Philippines. He said he'd be back, and he fulfilled his promise. He went back there and he kicked you know, the enemy square up in the poop chute. So 1947, Elizabeth Betty Short, the Black Dahlia, was last seen alive. Yeah, murder victim. I don't know much about that, but if Loon was here, he probably would say something because he was around at that point. Actually, no, he was only a couple of years old. Never mind. He would not know. Dang, so that was a long time ago, 1947. Jeez. But then 1 year later, 1948, Walter Piston's Third Symphony in E premiered in Boston by the Boston Symphony Orchestra, conducted by Serge Koussevitzky, won the 1947 Pulitzer Prize. Cool.
E. A Sports.
It's in the wallet.
It's in the DLC.
You were honestly right about that. They are just a microtransaction simulator.
It's in the surprise
the
mechanics.
roster update.
Yes.
It's in the broken D lineman.
Anyway, whose turn is it? Blob?
Alright. In 1952, Marines give notice that they will recall Ted Williams to active duty. He was a baseball player.
Yeah. Like, we spoke about this yesterday, not this exact thing, but, like, a lot of athletes and such have answered the call of duty. Elvis Presley himself served, right? Like,
Yeah.
So,
in 1956, musical Peter Pan, starring Mary Martin, broadcast live for a second time on NBC as part of Producers Showcase series.
cool. She looks like Lucy, but that's not Lucille Ball. That's somebody else, but, you know, that was looked for actresses back in that day. So.
Yes. And in 1958, in basketball, Oscar Robertson from Cincinnati scores 56, Seton Hall team 54.
Dang. That's pretty cool.
Sweet.
Wait, so he scored more than the entire opposing team?
Apparently. Like, I don't know.
Man,
like, I don't know.
Some players are just built different.
Yeah. Like, anyway, Mr. Doom guy, you know, this is perfect for you to start your turn on.
Oh yeah. In 1959, Rawhide with Clint Eastwood premieres on CBS TV.
Rolling, rawhide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, in 1962, there's one that I've seen. The
wait.
NFL prohibits grabbing of face masks.
Good. Bro, that would be such a rude thing to do.
That is like one of the... Oh, no, it's not even that. No, because there was a face mask penalty that they added. That was the year they added the face mask penalty to the rule book.
Yeah, because you can, like, seriously hurt or kill somebody. Like you know, twist their head. Like, You can hurt
It's not
somebody.
even. Oh, not even that. You can like if you rip them down by their face mask, they don't expect it, and there's nothing they can really do about it.
Yeah,
like
that's...
they'll just go down head first.
Yeah, that's
It's
not
so
good.
dangerous.
By the
Yeah.
way,
But yeah,
now,
that's a huge deal, and
Yeah.
you'll see why if you watch modern football. You'll see why.
Yeah, I don't need to see why. I can already figure it
Oh,
out.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
What's up, Blob?
yeah. By the way, nowadays that's also forbidden in real life.
Oh, well, yeah.
No. Oh, no,
my
good.
God.
No, I couldn't have guessed that.
I'm laughing out of pain because out here in California, we still have mask mandates. So,
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Don't put your mask on. Oh my God!
that's what I spit in their face.
Spit on you.
You are already
Spit on
dead,
you.
Nani. Anyway, you get to talk about...
What you got the knuckles? Spit on you.
Oh my God. Do you know the way to the hospital?
Do you know the way? Yes or no? Do you know the way?
Where is the queen? 1963, Doom Guy.
in 19 in
Random
1963
noise. Sorry.
in 1963 Mao Zedong writes his poem replied to Comrade Cool Mojo.
Alright.
I don't know why I said I saw Comrade and it was like, you know what, I'm gonna say that in a Russian accent.
Comrade.
Comrade.
I guess comrade is a communist term, not just like a Soviet one. So
Yeah.
Communism.
anyway, we're gonna move on up into 1967. More of the Monkees. The second album by the Monkees was released. Hey, hey, we're the Monkees. Cool. So
Yeah.
with your Luke Skywalker haircut. And 1969, Prime Minister of Northern Ireland Terence O'Neill travelled to London to meet Home Secretary James Callaghan and brief him on the growing violence in Northern Ireland. Yeah, during the Troubles. Well, actually, I guess...
Yeah, but don't worry, they're only going on since 1916.
Yeah, I know, right? And then 1972, billionaire Howard Hughes said Clifford Irving's autobiography was a fake. Huh. Well, that's an eyebrow raiser right there.
I wonder what could drive a man to do that.
Yeah. Let's get back to Mr. Blob here.
Alright. Led by future Lakers star Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Milwaukee Bucks beat LA Lakers 120 to 104, ending LA's consecutive win streak at 33, the longest winning streak in Major League sports history.
Oh,
And
I did
of
not
course-
know that. So not only did he do that, like essentially dunk on them a little bit, ending their 33 winning streak, but Kareem
Yeah.
Abdul-Jabbar would then go on to join the Lakers, future Lakers. So this is before his Laker days. Wow.
And after that, he became a movie star.
Well, somewhat. Like he was in a few movies. So
He wasn't world renowned as an actor.
Didn't we talk about the 1973 one yesterday?
probably the only movie I remember him being in. I know he's in other ones. I know you mentioned him before, but I mainly only remember him in Airplane. So,
No. I mean the launch of Luna 21 to the moon.
No.
Anyway, in 1973, Luna 21 launched to the moon.
Ah.
That was the Russian thing, the
Okay.
probe there. But I thought we talked about it yesterday.
Well, we might have, there is a time zone discrepancy, and it might have been they launched, either at midnight or 12:01. I don't know. I have noticed that sometimes we do have articles that repeat between days, and that is because of time differences and whatnot. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. What can I say?
All right. In the 1976, Brian Trottier failed in the fourth Islander penalty shot in the NHL.
Yes. Yeah, the National Hockey League. Yeah, and he was already in his 30s. He's, he looks like 30. So in that picture.
Yes.
Ringo, Johnny Ringo.
Different Ringo, but I believe it's now your turn, Doom Guy.
Yeah.
I just called him Johnny Ringo out of habit.
Well,
In 1976, Ringo Starr released a single "Oh My My" in the UK. In the UK.
I don't think it took a lot of brain power to make up that name. There's not a lot of effort in that. Doom? Doom there?
Yes. In the year 1977, Australian Open men's tennis, American Roscoe Tanner wins his first and only Grand Slam event, beats Guillermo Vilas of Argentina 6-3, 6-3, 6-3.
Well, that's consistency.
I could have just put 6-3 times 3.
Yeah, 6-3 to the third power.
Oh. In the year also in 1977, Super Bowl 11, Rose Bowl, Pasadena, California. Oakland Faders beat the Minnesota Vikings 32-14. MVP Fred Biletnikoff, Oakland wide receiver. Wide receiver.
32
yeah,
to
I
14.
don't like the Raiders.
That's a bit of kick in the teeth right there.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Faders.
Apparently.
Bunch of criminals, I swear. No, it's like every year that one of their guys like gets into some legal trouble or gets thrown in prison.
What team did what's his face play for? The guy who killed his dog or something? Like, what's his name?
You mean the guy that got caught for dog fights?
Yeah.
Michael Vick.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
What team was he on?
He played initially for the Falcons and then played for the Eagles.
Well, he stayed bird themed. That's weird. But
I mean, he stayed on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Gotta give him that.
And like he really didn't face any like real justice for what he did either. He just got a slap on the wrist and was right back on the field the next day. Essentially, it seemed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't play as good because he broke his femur prior. He had a femur injury. Now he couldn't really run because of his leg. Well, he kept making excuses. He was like, run.
Well, anyway, we're going to move on up here to 1979. Bobby Orr's number 4 jersey was retired by the Boston Bruins. All right. Where's Alice when you need her? 1979 as well. Kmart pulls Steve Martin's "Let's Get Small" for being in bad taste. I guess that's a commercial or something. Let me look this up actually. "Let's Get Small" here. Sounds wrong. Copy, paste. Let's see
Album.
here. What was his name? Steve Martin.
It's the top entry here.
It's just small. It was an album by U.S. comedian Steve Martin. Includes "Excuse Me," a comedy bit whose title went on to become a national catchphrase. Okay, but let's see. Let me dig into this for a second.
Excuse me.
Track controversy. Why was it pulled though? I don't know. I guess they just didn't enjoy his comedy. So bad taste. I don't know. So wow, even as far back as then, people were getting a little butthurt from comedians. Okay. So anyway, we also have in 1983, British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher visited the Falkland Islands. All right.
Who?
And 1984, John Lennon's single "Nobody Told Me" was released posthumously. Alright. Oh, and Mr. Blob gets a good one here.
Alright. In 1984, rock band Van Halen released their most successful album, 1984.
Okay. Not a lot
Good
of
old
thought
Van
went into the
Halen.
naming of that album either.
I will say my grandfather, he loves that band. He loves Van Halen.
He's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead
I can
and
see why he likes him.
I
It's his
mean,
favorite band.
Let's not forget, in South Park lore, Van Halen brought peace to the Middle East. Remember
Yes,
when
he
all
did.
3 symbols combined into the Van Halen logo?
yeah.
Remember their song. Panama.
Anyway, let's go ahead and jump to 1988. August Wilson's piano lesson premieres in Boston.
Boston.
And piano lesson is is the title of his play, by the way.
Yes.
He didn't give an actual piano lesson.
Huh.
In 1988. What?
I said that dude he'd be looking like Andrew Lincoln from The Walking Dead.
Huh.
He looks like Rick. He really does. Look at him. He's got the same haircut and everything.
I've never seen The Walking Dead, so I
In
don't know.
1988, the U.S. Male Figure Skating Championship won by...
Well, what Brian Boitano do? If he were here right now, I'm sure he'd kick an ass or two, and that's what
It's
Brian
like
Boitano
season
would do.
1, Rick.
I think my internet's like dying again. Can you guys hear me?
And... Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, go for it, Blob.
Alright, in 1989, the Pat Sajak show, however he's pronounced, premieres on CBS, and didn't he do also The Price is Right?
I think he might have. Pat Sajak. Pat Sajak. Pat Sajak. Yeah, he did host Price is Right.
Yeah.
He became the longest-running host of any game show, surpassing Bob Barker, who hosted Price is Right. But it doesn't say if he did. Did Pat?
I know he hosted The Price is Right. Yeah.
Did he?
That's what I remember. Pat Sajak. He was the host of The Price is Right.
Okay.
Oh no, I think he did Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, he did Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go back to Mr. Brados.
Yes.
Or Laser Boy.
Lasers. I produce laser.
Laser.
In the year 1989, Johnny Bench and Carl Zatrzymski elected to Baseball Hall of Fame.
Nice.
I wonder if Johnny Bench was like the number one he was like the number one player of the left bench.
Huh.
So he did his bench job so well that he just got into the Hall of Fame.
That'd be interesting. And he'd also be living up to his name, you know. Oh, bench. Huh.
Bench, you're being benched.
Aww.
What if he invented the bench press?
You know what? Let's see here. Who invented the bench press? George Hackenschmidt. Wow.
Okay, that's surprising that it wasn't someone with the last name Bench. Because that's like one of those. It was around the time where everybody invented something based off of their name and called it based off their name.
Bench press began in 1899 when Russian Lion and George Hackenschmidt performed the first recorded floor bench press or floor press. Yeah, and like if you see the pictures, he was a bit yoked, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro was skipping leg day.
Yeah, kind of was a little bit. So.
Kind of built like a Dorito.
God.
He's got Dorito legs.
Dorito legs. Oh my God. Anyway, let's. What happened in 1990, Mr. Brados guy?
In the year 1990, Jim Palmer and Joe Morgan elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame.
All right. Ooh.
In the year 1991. Sorry, I was yawning. Let's try not to yawn too loud.
It's alright.
In the year 1991, baseball officially bans Pete Rose from being elected to Hall of Fame for betting on baseball. Seriously, over betting? Wow.
Well, I mean, like,
Petty.
he was a player and manager, so he can influence outcomes of games for his favor. So that's not good.
That's still a bit much. Like, there was a guy who was suspended for almost the entire season, all because he made one bet in the NFL. He was one of the starters. I get it, but Deshaun Watson did something significantly worse and only got suspended for 7 games. Actually, got only suspended for like 11 games or something.
But see, here's the thing:
Like,
if you want to gamble, go to Vegas. You know, go to there's some
go to
place,
the Raiders game.
go somewhere else. Go to a Raiders game. I don't know. Go to the horse track. There's other things to do. There's no reason why you should like potentially jeopardize your entire career by betting on something that you have power to influence over. That's stupid. So.
Can you please go on?
Yeah, let's move on up to 1991, Mr. Doom Guy.
Also in 1991, Chicago's Michael Jordan scores a game-high of 40 points to lead the Bulls to a 107-99 win over Philly at the Spectrum. Reaches a 15,000-point mark of his career.
God damn, 15,000?
Hey, GOAT. GOAT's gonna be a GOAT.
I mean,
Yeah.
he didn't he didn't just like get handed the title superstar. He earned it. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, he did. Smartest basketball player in history.
Yep.
For
I'm
good
actually
reason.
I'm excruciatingly hungry. It's actually starting to hurt. So I'm gonna cut us off at the year 2000. I know we have plenty of time for more, but like I gotta eat. So 1996,
Alrighty.
first episode of the TV sitcom Third Rock from the Sun by Bonnie and Terry Turner and starring John Lithgow and Kristen Johnson screens on NBC. Interesting. I remember when that came out and all that stuff. Third Rock from the Sun, I never saw it, but I knew it became popular. 1 year later, 1997, a heart attack sends singer Frank Sinatra back to a hospital. So, whoops.
Wow.
That's not good.
Whoopsie.
Yeah. 1998, Anthony Karpov defeated Viswanathan Anand to retain chess title.
It's Anatoly Karpov, not Anton.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So.
Oh yes, Anatoly.
Well, no,
And,
like Blob is
Yeah, no, I
Blob
know.
does chess things, so like this
I know.
actually is a Blob article here.
Yeah, Viswanathan and later became world chess champion, by the way.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah, this picture looks familiar. So we've spoken about this guy before.
Oh, there's another Anatoly.
Yeah. And then in 1998, Hockey News selected Wayne Gretzky as the best NHL player ever.
Ooh.
So yeah, you know, I would support that. You know, even though he looks like Mark McGuire, but not Mark McGuire.
He looks like Tobey Maguire's dad.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire's dad. Oh my god.
Yes.
All right. Well, as I said, I know we still have plenty of time for more show, but I am actually painfully hungry. So that shall conclude the show today. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links you may find interesting, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition. For your dose of past events daily, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific time, which is 11 Mountain, 12 Central.
And 3 p.m. I'm joking. I'm just messing. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And,
yeah, no, it starts at 3. We're gonna throw everybody off.
and 7 p.m. Germantown.
All right. Anyway, for all of you and all of us, I'm Alexander.
I am the Slayer.
And I'm Protoblock.
And in the live studio audience, we have Brett. Anyway, until you catch us tomorrow, or if you're interested in some notable events, weather, and sports, we have a news show coming up at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Anyway, until then, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!
Toodles.